here we go, YouTube. We're on to the next adventure, right? Happy 4th of July. Here it is, it's 4th of July, and we're getting ready to put on some damn mud flaps. It's about 108 degrees out here. It's hot, so we need a hat. Check it out. I wouldn't say it's my proudest moment, but it'll do for now. It'll definitely do. I didn't even measure that. So I got this from, whatchamacallit, Kenworth. And this one, if you look at this one, I got this one from Fleet Pride. Look how much thinner that is. That's why it'll rip. Look at that. Over here, I think this one will hold a lot better, longer. I hope, at least. See, I'm looking for a bracket, right? I need to put a bracket, a different bracket on this. The one that is more solid and it's got a spring loaded on there. But the thing is about those brackets is they're always mounted up and down. So this one is like, what is that? Lateral. The other one is mounted vertical. So the bracket will be mounted vertically. That's why I haven't gotten around to doing it, because look how thick that metal is. You got to drill into that. You know? I mean, I think I could use this one hole. I'd say, yeah, maybe use one of these holes. I don't think I can. I really don't. I think that's why I haven't gotten around in doing it. Yeah, I don't think I can. I mean, I could probably do it like right here, right? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And also, I could probably be doing this early in the morning instead, but I decided to do it in the middle of the afternoon. Also, take a look at this. We got something for our strap, to protect our strap. And also this old one, we're gonna use that to protect our strap for the future. So it's multi-purpose. Oh, also, you know, I paid $15 for these, right? $15 for these. And believe I also paid $15 for these Fleet Pride. Look at the quality difference on that. You know what I mean? It's insane, man. So if you're ever gonna buy you some mud flaps, don't get them from Fleet Pride, man. Or at least look at the quality first, compare them. We're not gonna be able to do this right now because we gotta go get us a load. All right, we're rolling. So the only thing I really am not liking about this particular load right now, in Vegas, it's like hot. It's like oven out here right now. Oh, goodness. I believe it's forecasted to be 108 today. Boy, I tell you, I have to keep the fan on just to keep that coolant down, the coolant temperature down. I don't want the coolant to be way too hot and go through the DEF tank and heat up the DEF fluid, you know? So I'm keeping the temperature down. Just during the, like, when it hits about 200, I just keep the fan on, you know? It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Because the surface of the road is just way too hot. It's showing 113 on the front of the vehicle, so that's pretty hot. It's probably around 108 right now, maybe 107, I don't know. All I know is too doggone hot, and we are loaded at 32,000 pounds. So it's looking like we're probably gonna be around that range, around the 30,000 range, going up to whatchamacallit, towards Stockton. That's okay. That's okay, because going up towards Stockton, we only got a couple of hills to deal with. You know what I mean? So it's just like at the border, right? There's a hill at the border that we gotta climb, and then just the one leaving Las Vegas is like a really, really gradual climb. So I'll take that. That's not so bad. Well, here we go. I don't know if the camera is catching that. I don't know if you guys see that. See that little ramp going up? That's what we gotta climb. Now, it's about 100, probably gonna be around 105, 106 out here. Just as a preventative measure, we're just gonna go ahead and go a third of the way up, and there's an exit. We're gonna take a break, probably about 5 or 10 minutes, and we're gonna go ahead and cool down the engine and the coolant before we take the rest of the hill. It's just a preventative measure, you know? So what are we gonna talk about in this video? Well, Amazon Loadboard, right? I think somebody had requested that we go take a look at Baltimore area. We're gonna do that in this video. Also, somebody had requested, hey, why don't you talk about how you began your, pretty much my adventure in getting my CDL and stuff like that. I'm actually, that was a good topic. So you got to give me some time on that video. I want to make that a separate video. I have some ideas, so I want to put in some time on that video though. I think it's going to be an epic video. I think it's going to be a good, like, based on how I'm imagining it, how I want to produce it. I think it's going to be a good video. So you'll have to give me some time on that one. Now, let's talk about this load, right? Mainly, I'm so excited, man. I'm so psyched and excited. Oh, by the way, we are traveling on the 99 northbound. And man, let me tell you, it is 4th of July. It is so nice. I actually have my cruise control on. Imagine that. I actually, on the 99, I'm able to have my cruise control without, you know what I mean, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down, speeding up for, you know, because it's just so much traffic here during regular days, you know. Anyway, so these loads, right? This is the third time we're going up into Stockton for this guy, okay? So I'm so excited that this guy is calling us, man. You don't even know, you know. It's just I'm hopeful that I'm wishing that it continues, you know. We're definitely building trust with him because he's calling us, you know, and before they're even like sending emails about it. So that's a good thing, you know. Anyway, so when we go up and go back down, it looks like we're probably going to average about 7.2 and around 30,000 pounds or so, you know, as far as going up. Going back down is a little different because we're working off the Amazon Loadboard doing that. We could also work it to where if it's a weekday, we can get power only off the Loadboard going back into Las Vegas and then go get prepared for another one coming back up. The reason why I go back to Las Vegas right away is, number one, I get to be at home. That's the main thing. Number two is that these loads pay really good going up. So why not just sacrifice a little bit going back down and be ready for the next one? You know what I mean? So that's the whole thinking on that. That's why I'm so, you know what I mean? I'm just so fired up about this, you know? It's like, we're not using our own trailer, you know? Trailer is sitting at the doggone yard collecting dust, you know? I don't have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I think I like to keep it around just in case, you know what I mean? Just in case, like, let's say something pops up and, you know, let's say, usually the guy calls us like a day prior to the load. So, like, if he don't call us for that day or whatever, you know what I mean, and let us, or, you know, if he doesn't have a load for that day, then we can just, like, go look around for something quick within the Las Vegas area and then come back home and hopefully he calls us, you know, because these are good rates, man. Trust me, these are good rates. Some people may not think so, but man, I don't know. Man, you know what? I like to sign up to people that think that this is not good rates. You know what I mean? Like overall, long term, you know, like going up is really good rate. Coming back down is not that great. But when you combine all of that, it's actually not bad. Here we are dropping off at the Dollar Tree. You hear that? It's been a long time since I heard that. Since I gotten live unload on a van. My goodness, just you know, you're just rocking. Just the whole time they're unloading that doggone thing, you're rocking. You know. But I will say though, on this load, these guys are a heck of a lot better than that last live unload that we had. So these guys are actually just as soon as you come in, even though I was like an hour and a half early for my appointment, got me in, got me a door, and boom, they're unloading me right away. And the best part is that they already stamped the bills. As soon as we get us a green light, we are good to go. So check this out, right? I was parked right there right next to where that Volvo is. I had to disconnect from my truck or from my trailer just so he can get in. It's so crazy. Like this one layer, they need to remove like one layer or two layers out of here. Okay, so a few days later, right? I know, man. I start these videos, it's already like, I don't know, the 7th, I believe. Anyway, we started this video on the 4th. So the gross on that route was 23 plus 800, so 31. So the same one as the first route, right? 3,100, and then we ran a total miles of 1,050. So overall, it's not bad. That's including deadhead. Overall, it's not bad. I wish it could keep going, but unfortunately, I don't think it will be because of the fact that, like, I mean, like, they don't. Who needs that many products coming from the same place? You know what I mean? We can't just keep running this, like, you know. I doubt that they're gonna keep ordering these parts. You know what I mean? So that's why I wish we had some type of contract to where, like, but they won't do it. I don't think they will. But anyway, that's them. You know what I mean? If he calls up, because if he calls us up again sometime soon, then we'll do it. But if he doesn't, we'll pick the trailer back up and get back on the saddle. You know what I mean? But anyway, so one of the comments that came up as far as, like, you know, how do you sign up for Amazon Relay? Well, it's real simple, really. So let's go do the turn on the screen record here real quick. So what you want to do is you want to go on to relay.amazon.com, right? So this right here, this is the website. And once you click that, it's gonna take you to something like this. This is what the screen would look like, okay? And you know, you could read all of that and stuff like that. You know, you can also, like, you have to remember to, like, you have to have two different accounts. You have to have a carrier account. You have to have a driver account, okay? Because when you open up a carrier account, that account just involves like booking and stuff like that, and then you have to assign a driver to that. So you have to have a different account for it, which is a driver account. So, but for now, just signing up, we're just gonna go ahead and click carriers, right? For carriers. And then it tells you all the information right there. You know what I mean? You got contracts, you got auctions, you got Loadboard, you got postal truck or whatever, right? Equipment marketplace and whatnot. All of that is just varieties and like sections of the Amazon Loadboard itself, you know. And then when you click let's get started, I can't go through the whole thing because obviously I already have an account, okay? But if you go to learn how to apply, right? And then you got questions and answers over here, onboarding, right? So we're just gonna go through like the bare minimum of it, okay? So you right now you need 180 days. Before it wasn't like that. Before you only needed like 30 days or something like that, I believe, and then you can sign up. Or actually, when I first started, I think you could sign up right away. I can't remember, but anyway, you have to have your carrier already. You have to have all of that established already, and then it tells you about like safety stuff like that, right? So like they also look at your CSA score and stuff like that, and that's what all that information is. And then you want to go look this is very important, the insurance part. So on the insurance part, here it is: commercial liability not less than 1 million per occurrence and 2 million in the aggregate. Okay, so a lot of the insurance agencies that I have spoken to, most of them, as soon as you tell them, hey, I want to be in compliance with Amazon, they already know what to do. They already know how to achieve these numbers on your policy, So, but anyway, it's right there. It's just really the main thing is that you have to have the 50,000 trailer interchange. That's the key thing. Like everything else, I think you will have as far as insurance wise, but the 50,000, you know. Interchange is the main thing that you probably going to be adding on. Now, as far as like workers' compensation, you really don't need that based on your state. So the state of Nevada does not require workers' compensation if you have your own LLC. So, it depends on the state. There are some states that require it, some states don't. Nevada is one of those that don't. So, but anyway, that's it. That's all. Even if you click that, it's gonna be the same information as up there. That's it. That's all you need on signing up with Amazon. It's just like as soon as you click this create a new account, it'll prompt you to everything. It's just step by step, really. And when you get into the Relay app, it's gonna be the same thing. It's just step by step, and then it's just you just follow a procedure. That's it. Just have the information in front of you or know it off the top of your head. So now let's take an actual look at a load board. Okay, this load actually has already changed. So basically, when you go to the load board, right, this is what the load board looks like in Las Vegas. Okay, this is how we're filtering it. We got Las Vegas, okay, within a 50-mile radius, okay, right. And then we also have the type of equipment. We use power only, and then you got 53-foot trailer. You select 53-foot trailer or whatever applies to you. If you're gonna be doing just power only, more than likely you're just gonna be on that 53-foot trailer. Okay, so this load. Okay, so this load actually went up already as I started recording this. Okay, it went from like 284 to like 292 now. Okay, this actually is not a bad load. I'm surprised nobody is taking it. The thing about Amazon you have to think about is that the longer you wait before departure time or arrival time. So you see these times right here. It says Monday, July 8th. On the first stop is Monday, July 8th at 06:58, right? PDT. I don't know what I don't remember what PDT stand for. Departure time, something. I don't know. A predicted departure time. I have no idea. But anyway, let's look at this one. It's one. There's 3 stops total on this. Okay, so you're gonna go from LAS 2 to Las Vegas, Las Vegas to Las Vegas. So this is probably some type of offsite third party place that you got to pick up. So basically, the way this works is that you're probably gonna pick up an empty from LAS to take it to. It's not showing you the address right now. It's gonna show me the address once I book it. I'm not willing to book this right now, but I think that's a decent rate coming out of Las Vegas going into Southern California as a power only. So anyway, that's and then what you do is you pick up or you drop off that empty trailer to that location, and then you pick up a loaded trailer from that location and take it to Rialto, California, which looks like, based on the address, it looks like it's another offsite facility. So, hey, wow, these are all offsite facilities. Oh, my light just dropped. I can't find a freaking thing to just stay on there. I think it's just too hot out here. Anyway, that's how pretty much, you know what I mean? Like the whole load. You got all the load details here, you know what I mean? So, like when Amazon does something, everything is based off the details on this load. That's why before you book it, I highly suggest before you book something with Amazon, you make sure, especially right here, you make sure that details, you pay attention to that details because they could get you. Trust me, they could get you. Okay, let's show some prime example here. Okay, this should be one. Okay, here you go. Let's look at this one. I would not take this to Fargo, North Dakota, not at 225 a mile. Okay. Anyway, let's look at this one. Fargo, North Dakota, it leaves today. It's supposedly they have it scheduled at 0600, and then it's arriving Tuesday at July 9th. So it's leaving July 8th at 0600, and then it's supposed to be arriving Tuesday, July 9th at 1320. Okay. Now, I don't know anybody that can make that miles. Okay, I mean that's 1,500 miles in how many hours? How many hours they're listing that? Okay, they're listing it at third. Where is it? 1 day and 7 hours. No shot that you're gonna get there in 1 day and 7 hours. Okay, as a solo driver, that is. I don't even know if you can make that as a team. Can you? I don't. No, I don't think so. No. Anyway, so we got that you have to pay attention to those kind of details, okay? Because that's where your performance score come in play. Because like Amazon is really big on performance score. Now, when it comes to the load board itself, on what goes on over here in the load board, like what gets posted, you see this little lock sign right there. That means I have a little bit of priority because my score is about 88%. Okay, you want to be at around 100% or even like 92 plus, I believe, or 94 plus or something like that. Anyway, and that's how you maintain your scores. Like a good standing score is being able to book, being able to assign a driver and things like that, and then be there on time. Actually, you want to try to be there before that time shows. You know what I mean? And that's how it affects your score overall. Just the general idea of it. Okay. Right now, Amazon actually doesn't look so bad. Coming out of Las Vegas, Amazon does not look bad. If we didn't have a trailer, we can definitely work with Amazon right now. I mean, not these kind of rates, what we're looking at right now, but they look promising. I've been watching the load board for ever since I've been back home. I always look into Amazon. Like I said, if you have the option to sign up for Amazon, sign up for it, man. It's just because it's a good tool to have. Just like the past, 9 days that we ran, you know what I mean, or not those 9 trips. So we went up to Tracy, California area and back down. We did that 3 times so far, So those are not bad, Those are not bad. We're averaging close to like $2.80 a mile on all miles. That's not bad, man. You're not using your own trailer and then you're home every other night. That is not bad. I will take that. So anyway, this is what Las Vegas looked like. I got some people that requested, I think Baltimore area, right? Let's go look at Baltimore. I'm not Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, it's not gonna be. I don't think it's even gonna be better than Las Vegas, if you ask me. Okay, here we go. It's probably going to be mostly junk. I don't know that area very well, so I cannot, I cannot comment on a lot of these loads because there's a lot of tolls down that way, right? And a lot of these prices, they will include tolls, okay? If you look down here, you see where it says the toll right there, $36 toll charge, $181 toll charge, $25 toll charge. That's all included into the price. That's why you see, if you look at the price right there, it says $1.50 a mile. But if you actually look at the actual load, it says $2.58 a mile right there. Boom. That is not good. No, not that's $1.50 a mile. Because you're paying tolls, you know what I mean? I guess you can avoid the tolls, but then it's gonna affect your score because you're probably not gonna make time. So, yeah, I would not go there. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's look at this one. Coming from Middletown, Middletown, where is that? Delaware. Okay, Middletown, Delaware too, and it ends in Massachusetts. Okay, and let's look at the toll charges on here. $12, 207, $6.06. So it's $1.76 a mile. But they are showing it at you see what I mean? 274. It's you have to pay attention. You gotta pay attention. So this is what Baltimore looks like. I can promise you this is probably not good. Let's look at the short runs. I used to run a lot of shorties, right? Okay, here you go. This one is 2 hours and 26 minutes and 82 miles at $3.39 a mile. So you would actually exactly be about 82 miles away from your point of origin. Okay. Toll is $72 out of that. Oh my goodness. I would not take that. So if I was in the Baltimore area, I would not be, Amazon would not be my priority. I mean, see, another thing that you gotta think about though, Amazon, the way Amazon works, last minute, I'm telling you, they gonna wait till the last minute to bump that price. So you have a lot of people that are, there's people also on Amazon that are running Amazon that are running like bots and stuff like that, and they're like doing this auto book type deal. Never mess with that. Never look into that. If I were you, I would never look into that because you're just risking to be banned from Amazon. You know, once you're banned from Amazon, that's it. It's over. Anyway, you see how that price just went up on that one. So that's how it goes. That's how Amazon goes. It's just like the longer you wait, the closer you are to arrival time to that first destination is the more the price go up. That's how it works. That's why always watch Amazon. You'll see. There's a lot of owner operators out there that just willing to stay home. You know what I mean, and just want to be around the house area and just be like, okay, they just watch. They just pull up a freaking screen and watch movie or do something else in the house. While they're watching. They have the Amazon load board. Just running. You know what I mean? Because as you can see right here, I have it on auto refresh every 30 seconds. So but that's pretty much the gist of your of your Amazon. So let's go look at Houston area. Okay, I'm just showing you guys some areas that you might be interested in. Okay, we got to get rid of, that's the thing, like we got to get rid of the check mark on Baltimore before you can see just pure Houston doesn't look good. 35, we're showing 35 on there. That's not good. And they're all a bunch of crappy loads. Look at all of these little loads. You see this? It's this is junk, man. Look, and I bet you this is like 5 hours and 7 minutes. It'll take you to earn $263. And let's see, there's toll down that way. Oh yeah, don't forget about the $30 toll down there. So in Houston, it's easier, to avoid the tolls. So I would say, I would not even, take the toll. They still pay you for the toll, even if you don't take it. So just remember that. They just factor it into the price. That's a bunch of junk, man. It's all junk in here. I would not be going to Houston with Amazon. I would not be, Fort Worth. Let's go look at Fort Worth, Texas. Okay. Now we got to get rid of the check mark on Houston and then go check it out. Okay, 1 out of 4. Whew, that's even more rough, man. What is going on, Fort Worth? The heck? Let's go. 1 out of 4. Wow. Oh no. That's. What am I thinking now? That's the $2 and something above. So yeah, I'm sorry, man. I made a mistake there. So here we go. Similar matches. You see, let's take that back down to 50 miles. When you put it like over 100 miles, it just becomes wonky the way it shows you results. Okay, but there's a lot more. There's a lot more results than that. There we go. And this is what it looks like. Look at this: $1.30, $1.27. So Fort Worth, but like I said, last minute thing. You know what I mean? Amazon is a whole lot of last minute things. So if you look at this one right here, let's say that a lot of these are gonna change in prices. You know what I mean? So, but man, a lot of these is not even worth it, man. Like, I see myself like when I'm running Amazon, like even when I'm in the house area, I always factor in like, okay, let's let's figure $100 an hour. You know what I mean? That's why when they send out these things that they call holster, right? So basically, you're gonna be a yard dog in a facility for, and then a lot of times they require you to do that for like, or they're asking you to do that for like 8 to 10 hours or something like that, or up to 11 hours actually. And they'll pay a certain amount per hour, and here lately they've been like pitching like $70 an hour. Man, I would never, not, you can't make no money off of that. You know what I mean? Now, if you can get a contract with them and be like, okay, I'll do $70 an hour, 11 hours a day. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. You know what I mean? But it has to be every day, or at least 6 days a week. You know what I mean? Something like that. And if they agree to something like that, yeah, I would say, yeah, I could probably pay my bills doing that, but not that sporadic moment where you're just sitting here waiting, you know what I mean, and hoping that they will send out and be like, oh yeah, we need you for 10 hours, you know what I mean, and then 4 days later they still not calling you for another session. You know what I mean? It's just something like that. It's just not worth it. So but as far as like load board wise, man, Vegas is actually, as you can see, as you can tell, like Vegas is actually becoming one of those main port, I guess, for Amazon. Let's look at what else, what's a big city, Indianapolis. India, in the, yeah, nah, po. What the heck? Am I? Oh man, come on. Indianapolis. There we go. Okay, now we got to get rid of Fort Worth. Okay, no matches. What in the heck? One area that I saw, the actually, here we go. This one is about 100 miles away, so you're gonna be dead hitting 100 miles away. Fort Wayne, here we go. Fort Wayne, Indiana. That's the reason why I was looking at that one load. There was one load coming out of Fort Wayne that was paying like $2.80 a mile coming out of here, going all the way to Fort Wayne, and that was a good load, man. That really is a good load because of the fact that, come on, like, because of the fact that it's going all the way to Fort Wayne. That's why I thought that was a good load. It's because Fort Wayne seemed like it's gonna be a promising area for. Let's go. Of course, the light's gonna go out, right? See, see, I think the thing that discourages a lot of people from running Amazon is the fact that as soon as you pull up the load board, as soon as you see load board, you see things like that, like $1.27, things like that. There's nobody's pulling that. Trust me, nobody's pulling $1.27, and if they are, they just it's just straight up silly, man. I don't think anybody is pulling $1.27, unless they come up and be like, okay, like I made $4 a mile coming up here. But even me, I would still not pull $1.27. I mean, I guess it depends on how long that goes. You know what I mean? I guess if your team, I can kind of see that. So let's say you coming out of Vegas and you made like, as a team, you made like 280 a mile or $3 a mile going all the way to Fort Wayne in like a day and a half. You're there 2 days. Yeah, 2 days you're there, and as a team, and then you got something coming out of there for like $1. You know what I mean? $1.30, $1.40 to get you back into Vegas to get to that $3 a mile range. I think that's okay. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't. I'm not familiar with, you know what I mean, with teams, so I can't really comment on that. But you see what I mean. You see why I think people could run that, but me personally, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Because like we don't have a team, right? But anyway, that's it, man. That's what the load board looks like. That's why a lot of people will talk smack about Amazon. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like have Amazon as your in your tool bag, man. Trust me, Amazon could make you some money. Trust me, it could, especially like right now. You got Prime Day coming up, you know, and that's probably one of the reason why. Like I think Vegas is becoming to be one of the main hub for Amazon. I think they're bringing a lot of product into the Amazon facilities over here from the Southern California and move them down. You know what I mean, down east or whatever. You know, so especially specifically that one location in Henderson. You know, a lot of those loads coming out of there are going all the way east. So anyway, that's the Amazon load board. We are still here at home. You know, we're hoping that this guy calls us again today, but I don't have I have very little hope for some reason. But if he doesn't, you know, that's okay. We can leave tomorrow and start hitting, you know, maybe I would say maybe start hitting Southern California and just do some short runs because we're going to be taking a longer break here for towards the end of the month. So I might not want to go back out of OTR. You know, I might try to do something locally. You know, not locally, but more like regionally. You know. So anyway, that's the end of the video.